Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Just Talking About Sports. I'm Ethan, and I know I don't have anybody else to finish the intro today because this intro wasn't really planned, as I'm now sitting here trying to edit the video because I did not want to post an hour and 15-minute long video all by itself because I know people's attention spans don't really last that long. So I decided to split it up, and today we're going to be covering the East and Midwest divisions of our March Madness predictions bracket. So this is our part 2 of it. If you haven't seen our first one, make sure you go check it out. Link in the description, our part 1 of our March Madness predictions. It's me, Michael, and Matt being able to do that. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy.
Where are we going? Midwest or South?
We're
No,
heading
sorry, Midwest.
straight down
Midwest.
to
All right.
now the East.
All right, let's do East. So now we go to the left side here, back again. Let's shift over. 3, 2, 1. Michigan. Mount St. Mary's, baby. Woo woo. I'm kidding. All right. It's either pick the team you've heard of before or pick the team you may have never heard of before. When you hear a team, when you see a team you've never heard of before with a record that St. Bonaventure has, that kind of goes to show something. LSU, though, LSU's good. This is tough. This is dead 50-50. I'm not making a pick. I'm letting you two pick first.
I already know which I pick, and I am a firm believer in this LSU team because I'm a firm believer because I believe that this team is kind of beginning to remind me of the Purdue team that we saw a few years ago. Because Cameron Thomas is reminding me of Carson Edwards, where he's got unlimited range and he's ranked 4th in the nation in points per game. And they were inches, literally inches from winning the SEC and probably jumping from an 8 seed to at least a 6 or a 7. So I think that LSU is poised for a deep run, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say.
If LSU is active defensively, I think they can take this game. The thing is, though, there's a coaching advantage. Mark Schmidt, Will Wade. Will Wade can't pay the refs to win these games. Ain't letting that happen. Mark Schmidt's got a big advantage. SBU got a 6-man rotation. Kyle Lofton, he can do it all. They'll put him on Cam Thomas, excuse me. That'll be a fun matchup. Oshuna Shuni inside. St. Bonaventure, too many weapons. They're deep. They got it all. I love the Bonnies in this spot. Look, they could lose this game by 30. But the thing is, coaching advantage, they could also win this thing by 30. I love Bonnies. Bonnies.
Tigers.
That's my thing.
Bonnies. I had this pick from the start. I just wanted to see what everybody else had. St. Bonaventure to me is your dangerous team. They are looking good in the neighborhood right now. And honestly, through the A10, they displayed massive ability to get through pretty much anything at any given point in time. So I'll take St. Bonaventure. I'm going to 3-2-1 this because we have a guy who's literally from DC. So 3, 2, 1.
Hoyas, baby. Hoyas, baby.
Hoya paranoia.
Just take the Hoyas.
You gotta give me some. You gotta let the Hoya fan talk about his Hoyas for a bit, because there is a kid who the nation needs to learn about. 415th ranked recruit in the 2020 class. Did from Alcoa, Tennessee, by way of Lakewood Christian High School. Didn't make the All Big East freshman team, and he comes into that Big East tournament. Most outstanding player, give me it. Dante Harris. That's all we need. He's going to play McKinley Wright 40 minutes. People are like, oh, McKinley Wright's got a huge advantage. Dante went up against Marcus Zagorowski, and you know what he wasn't? He wasn't scared. He ain't scared of nobody. Dante Harris is going to step on that floor and be like, I'm better than this dude I'm going against, which means everyone else, they'll leave him on an island. Yeah, McKinley Wright might get 20 points. Maybe, sure. But when he doesn't have 4 assists, this team is 500. They are 6-6 when he has 4 or less assists in a game. And they're going to leave Dante Harris on an island. Nobody else getting going. And when he gets inside, that defense can swarm. This Hoyas defense has been swarming recently. Hoyas, love him in this spot. Go Hoyas.
All right. Florida State, UNC Greensboro. Either Georgetown's nightmare or Georgetown's dream. And I'm taking the nightmare. Yeah, and he knows it. Yeah, I'm taking the nightmare. Florida State, they are perfectly balanced around the court. Their ability to get inside, probably amongst the best in the nation. So Seminoles.
I think UNC Greensboro, their path to winning, they have a path. They don't. Florida State, It's not a great matchup for Greensboro, but Greensboro's not a great matchup for Florida State either. Greensboro runs this 1-2-2 press. Florida State has turnover problems. If Greensboro forces 20-plus turnovers, they can take this game. Thing is, I love Isaiah Miller. He's an excellent point guard. I think he's an NBA player. They ain't going to force enough turnovers. Florida State's too long, too athletic, too many guys. Got Florida State. I think this is a decent game, though. I think UNC Greensboro could shock some people. I think they keep it pretty close. Florida State in the end.
Yeah, shout out to Isaiah. I love the guy. I just don't think they have it in them to knock off this UNC or FSU.
I agree.
All right, let's move on. BYU, between the combo of teams you normally see as 2 seeds. When you have teams with down years, they either extremely disappoint early or they make massive runs. I'm going to go with the early disappointment because I have been convinced I've seen all I need to see just from one game when BYU should have beaten Gonzaga in the West Coast Conference Championship game. That proved to them that we can hang in there with anybody. That is a confidence builder, even in a loss, and people won't see it. I'm going to take Brigham Young University, BYU. I don't care who they play.
Mini side tangent here. I got to go on one. Lorenzo Romer not giving Colby Ross the ball late in that game because I stayed up to watch it. I wanted my waves making that game. I wanted to rub it in. Him not giving Colby Ross the ball when they were down 1 is a fireable offense. BYU makes a free throw. Colby Ross goes down, gets a bucket. Yeah, so you're like, oh, yeah, you know what? If it comes down to this again, we give it to our best player. Overtime. You know what he didn't do? He didn't give it to Colby Ross. Lorenzo Romer should be fired. That's the best player in program history. You need to give him the ball with your season on the line, his career on the line. How dare you? You should be fired. But Michigan State wins this game, which I think they do. I think they take out BYU. If UCLA does, I don't. I think Michigan State wins that game. Michigan State matches up really well with BYU. You see, everything you've said about Gonzaga all this time is actually true for BYU. They haven't played anybody. Their non-conference schedule was not that good. Michigan State, too athletic, and early in the season, they didn't have the guy who can get buckets. Aaron Henry has been like, I'm that dude. I'm going to get some buckets. And you know what he's going to do against BYU? He's going to get some buckets. Give me Tom Izzo.
Falls on to me. And I've been a firm hater of these Spartans all season long. And it's going to continue because I have BYU. And there's no reason that I will be taking Michigan State. Why? Because they got absolutely obliterated by Maryland, who, because of that win, was able to sneak into the tournament. So I have to take BYU. I know that Izzo season is in March, but I think that Michigan State is probably going to win that game because UCLA is garbage. And then it'll be between BYU and Michigan State. And then I think that BYU, their 3-point shooting is better than Michigan State, and I think they'll be able to handle them pretty easily.
The only 6 seed I'll ever root for, ever. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I'm looking for Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one that we're rooting for.
Yeah, there's a straight lie in that. I apologize to all the people who are watching. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Texas.
Ain't that easy. It ain't that easy. Abilene Christian can defend. You guys doubted the Wildcats. You doubted them. They won their ship. They won it easy. This team plays defense. They're going to have a chip on their shoulder. It's 2 Texas teams. They play defense. Excellently coached. Texas in the end, though. Too much athleticism, but it ain't easy. I really want to. Really want to.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be rooting for Abilene Christian. They just have no chance.
Oh,
okay.
I will too. Chance.
I'd pretty much be willing to bet. I don't know what to auction, and I'm not auctioning off portions of my body. Okay. UConn and Maryland at the 7-10. Wow. Talk about a matchup I could not care less about. But I do like UConn. I think they're a much better program than Maryland. Something tells me, though, for no reason at all, Maryland wins this game. I have no reasoning. I just think that Maryland in this situation and in March always has that it factor, something that keeps them moving. I'm going to take Maryland. I don't have great reasoning behind it. I just think they're going to win.
In this game, Daryl Morcell and James Bouknight is an excellent matchup. That's an awesome defender against James Bouknight, who's a star. So I think Daryl Morcell can contain him for quite a while in this game. It comes down to the supporting cast. Eric Ayala, RJ Cole. Look, when Connecticut runs that lineup that has James Bouknight, Andre Jackson, who can play point guard, if just insane. And Tyrese Martin, probably the most athletic lineup in college basketball. And then you had RJ Cole, who can get buckets. He's the only dude who actually, he played against Blair, never mind. I like UConn. I really like UConn because at the end of that game, if it's close and James Bouknight's got the ball, he ain't missing. Give me the Huskies. I like him a lot in this spot.
Yes, there is more logic behind Matt or Michael's pick, and I have to stick with him. I really believe in this Huskies team. This might be Big East bias, but in all honesty, I really think that with James Bouknight, they are just downright unstoppable. He's an absolute star. And besides Maryland's best player, they don't really have anybody else. They don't have much of a supporting cast. Shout out to Quan Smart. He may be on the bench, but he's there. But I think that the UConn has it better here.
Niles North, you know where we're at. Quan Smart, legendary player for them. Fun watching him in Hardwood. Shame we never really got a chance at that this year here in Illinois. All right. Alabama and Iona. I am not counting down, but I am taking Alabama. There is something to be said about Rick Pitino in the tournament. I know that's where you're getting to. There is something to be said about Pitino in the tournament. And if there is any 15 seed that has a chance, it is definitely this one. To me, I'm surprised when I saw them as a 15. I figured, here's your dangerous 16 seed again. No, they're 15. But I honestly think it works out worse for them in this bracket than it would have had they been a 16. That's my opinion. I think they would have been better off as a 16 seed on this side. But I will take Alabama. They just got too much defense. And at the end of the day, I just don't see Iona I think Iona keeps it close, though. But I just don't see them making that big push, that big factor that gets them over the hump. So I'm going to take Alabama.
I agree with everything you said. I think this game's going to be pretty close. I think Slick Rick's going to come out with a very good game plan, and I think it'll work. This Iona team has talent. He hasn't fully built that program up. I'll probably leave for another job soon. But he hasn't fully built them up, but that team has talent. They're ready to play for him. I think it's going to be a close game, but in the end, Alabama scores a lot of buckets in under 11 seconds, and they win this game. Give me Alabama.
Alabama's offense is potent, and I am not using anything but them. And I will keep it quick because Alabama is very, very good on offense.
Are we good to count down this next one?
No, absolutely not. No.
Damn. All right. Okay, then. You know my pick. I'm taking Michigan, but I can tell that is not how this is going. So, Ethan, take the floor.
No, thank you. Michigan is without one of their better players, and not their best player besides Hunter Dickinson.
Isaiah Livers, I'm aware.
Isaiah Livers for the tournament. And I know I have Michigan stopping right here in every single one of my brackets. I don't think I have Michigan making it to the Sweet 16. I don't have them making it past Monday. And give me the Bonnies. Since you guys chose the Bonnies, if it was LSU, give me LSU. Michigan is gone.
Yeah. Inside, Oshuni, again, he's an elite defender. They can narrow that matchup down. They can probably shut him down. Oshuni is an awesome defender. And then you go to the outside. Kyle Lofton against Mike Smith is one of the better guard matchups in this tournament. Potential matchups. No matter who they play, really, it's an excellent guard matchup. But, man, when I talk about – I think Isaiah Livers is the most important player on this Michigan team. They don't have that one guy that can take over a game and get buckets. Bonnies have one. His name is Kyle Lofton. And we'll remember the name. At the end of this tournament, you'll remember the name Kyle Lofton. Either that or Cam Thomas, one of the two. I think that game's close. I will fade him without Isaiah Livers. They were bad last year. Bonnies, baby. Give me the Bonnies.
This is all part of Michael's desperate attempt to get for his own reason, to have Georgetown in the Final Four. All right. Georgetown versus Florida State. Ethan, please help me. I'm taking the Seminoles. I'm sorry, Michael. Could not be a worse match. I don't think there is a worse matchup on the planet this early in the bracket for Georgetown. I'm sorry. I don't think you could have gotten anything else here. This is the end of that run.
When I was watching the selection show, I was thinking the entire time, please be Florida State. Please be Florida State. I don't want to see them against my Hoyas. I don't want to see them. The way they switch defensively, you need a guy who can create off the dribble. That is what the Hoyas struggle with most. And not only that, you need a team you can out-tough. You know who the Hoyas can't really out-tough? Florida State. It's an awful matchup. I will be rooting my ass off for UNCG because it would be poetic for the Hoyas to overcome that jump where everybody left after the UNCG game last year. We beat them this year. Poetic justice. Ewing's back. But think it's Florida State. And I think Florida State is an awful, awful, awful matchup for the Hoyas, as bad as it gets.
Yep.
They have so many guys tall. Our guards are small. I mean, Carey isn't big. Blair isn't big. And then Dante is small. Dante, don't get me wrong. He's ready for prime time. He is an excellent player. He's a star. But this is a terrible matchup for him. Florida State's too deadly all around. They can defend the paint too. Wahab's probably our best creator, and he ain't doing nothing against this team. Florida State in this spot, as much as it pains me to say, I think they kill us.
Wow. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Not much else to say. Florida State.
I'm glad to see that hopefully this bracket will go the way I have Michigan going out. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right. BYU, Texas. Is there debate? Is there? I'm just
Athletes, Texas, 1,000%.
all right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Texas. BYU, bad, horrible matchup. I don't think it gets worse than that for them either.
Great.
Can I?
Absolutely not.
It doesn't matter. You have two. It doesn't matter. You have two of them. We don't care. I don't care what you think.
Okay, well, I need to talk about it at least. I need to talk about it at least. Give me some
Fine.
fun.
Go. Fine.
Yeah, thank you. I got the Huskies in the spot. They match up really well. James Bouknight's a star. They're excellent defensively. You ain't scoring on this team easy. Bama's going to have a tough time scoring on them. James Bouknight's a star. RJ Cole is very good. And that lineup with athletes, again, I said that three could give you the most athletic thing in the country. They do. I love the athletes in the spot. I think they can slow down Alabama's fast-paced three-ball action. And inside, Adam Sanogo is an excellent rim protector. Alabama ain't getting to the rim easy. And I think they're going to have a tough time shooting threes versus James Bouknight, who's a star. You think I'll take the star. UConn's going on a run for me. You guys can pick wrong. Give me Bouknight.
I really hope you're wrong because my bracket would burn itself on fire. Yeah, comfortably Bama. I'm sorry. I love Bouknight. I think he's an unbelievable player. One player doesn't get you anywhere. And UConn has role players around a superstar. UConn has role players around a superstar. Alabama has stars amongst a superstar in Jaden Shackelford. And that is exactly why I take Alabama, and comfortably.
Oh, this is going to be a close one, as I believe in the Huskies. I really believe in Alabama. And I think
you're a kid who goes to a Big East college. Of course you believe in UConn.
I know, trust me. And I know that because they absolutely killed our Boulder Bulldogs. And I think just because I want to mess up this entirety of this East division, let's go UConn. Let's have some fun with this one. I believe that this UConn team has what it takes. In some of my brackets, I do actually have them making it to the Sweet 16. So this is not my first time I'm choosing them here to make it this far. And I really do believe this UConn team has it. I know Herb Jones is also there in Alabama, and he was also one of the better defenders. I just think Alabama had some struggles against some of the other teams in the SEC defensively. And I think this UConn team can be able to match up well enough to create a dogfight. And I think UConn has the weapons to be able to make that last shot, where Alabama doesn't really have that one player that can go out and make that one final shot. So that's why I have UConn.
Disclaimer, we are not responsible for your bracket instructions because I don't agree with half the things that are being said. Okay, now, St. Bonaventure, Florida State. Yeah, no. Bonnie's, bye-bye. I'll take the Seminoles comfortably as well.
Excellent matchup for Florida State. Excellent. Too much length, too much athleticism. Love you, Coach Schmidt. Come back another year because this group can do things. Everybody's a junior on this team. Matchup here, as it gets. Florida State, easy.
No worries.
Please help me, somebody. Please. I'm not taking UConn to the Elite Eight when I don't have them winning the first
round. Guess who I'm taking here?
UConn.
Huskies, keep it rolling, baby. This game is awesome. At the end of the day, though, Matt Coleman is excellent. But you know who's better? James Bouknight. RJ Cole has come on recently. I think RJ Cole will slow down, will slow Matt Coleman down. And I think he'll be able to get buckets on the other end. And inside, again, Adam Sanogo inside. And not only that, you're like, oh, you know what? UConn doesn't have athletes. Tyler Polley is 6'10". He can run the floor. That group of three guys is as athletic as it gets again. I mean, I'll say that all tournament. I think UConn has better athletes. They defend better, and they have a star. Three things that give you a tournament run. Tournament run, UConn.
Ethan.
Do I keep fueling the ego of Michael? Do I choose the logical pick? I think I believe in this Texas team, and I have all season long, and I'm going to stick with them. I'm sorry, Huskies. I know I said they can beat Alabama. I know they could beat Maryland. I don't think they could beat Texas. Texas has been in the better division all season long. They've had to deal with and fight with all these teams that have been very, very well, where UConn has struggled against some of the better teams in the Big East, which the Big East is, for the Big 12 is here, Big East is here this year. I mean, usually they're on the same level, but it was pretty bad. So that's why I have Texas. I believe have the experience over UConn, and that's why I have them here.
Yeah, you can pencil in for me. I have Texas. I don't like we have chosen here. I don't have either of these teams in this spot, but so be it. That's part of the show business. All right, we are here. Florida State versus Texas. This is the first time I've ever picked this game, because quite frankly, this is not what I have. But if this is a situation, talent greatly favors the Longhorns. So I take Texas.
See, I got a 4-seed entry in my Final Four, and they are the Florida State Seminoles. Matchups. I think they play UConn here, but even if they don't, again, Florida's, don't get me wrong, Texas has athletes. The thing is, how many of them can handle the ball? Matt Coleman's going to be their point guard, and is he going to stop Scotty Barnes? Probably not. MJ Walker, I think, could have an excellent game because Texas is smaller guards. They're big, slower, deadly. But inside, also Kuprovica, again, Scotty Barnes. Because Florida State, 6'8", make you score one-on-one. Greg Brown hasn't proven it. Ty Jones hasn't proven it. 2 NBA players, 2 very good role players in the NBA. Good start. Ton of potential. Ain't proven it yet. Jericho Sims ain't proven it yet. He can score one-on-one. Matt Coleman has terrible matchup for a smaller guard, though, is Florida State. Love the Seminoles. Seminoles would be in my Final Four.
Bring on FSU. Give me the Seminoles. I have a more of an athletic pick here. Texas has it in them. I think they had a little bit of an easier road here because they had to go against some of the lower seeds, or excuse me, the higher seeds. And I think that Florida State has got it in them, and I think that they should be able to handle them solely because of size. So we're taking Florida State to win the East. Now we're running a little bit long. Sorry, we like talking, but we'll move on to our final one, the orange bracket, and this one's the Midwest.
Sure. All right. Well, I think this might be the most entertaining bracket. So here we go.
I disagree fully.
Whatever. Well, for me at least, it's definitely mine. 3, 2, 1. Illinois. Thank you. Okay.
Just wanted to
keep it quick. Moses Wright is out for Georgia Tech. Their star player is out. Shame. Don't care. I want Loyola. So, yay. Celebrate. Boom. Ramblers. Let's go.
If Moses Wright was playing in this game, I'd pick Georgia Tech. He isn't. They got no one on Krutwig. You can stick Krutwig in the middle of that zone. No rim protection. Yeah. Loyola.
Best defense in the nation on paper. Loyola Chicago Ramblers. Sister Jean will be there, and she will be there to witness them move on.
Every game she's there is every game they win. All right. Tennessee, Oregon State. My pick means nothing, but I'll throw it there anyway. I'll take the Beavers. I think that they are on fuego. When you win a Pac-12 like that, the amount of energy that team had, the amount of confidence they have right now, all-time high. They're feeling it. Their players are feeling good. This is about the perfect way to enter a tournament. You play an SEC team that may be the most overrated team in college basketball history. I despise them so much. Oregon State.
Yeah, so I owe a team an apology, and that's the Oregon State Beavers.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I said that they were said they were awful. I said they were probably the worst 5 seed of all time. Yeah, they can prove me wrong. They can play. Yeah, I owe them a big time apology. They shot that ball incredibly well in that Pac-12 tournament. They were awesome. I owe them an apology. Bill Walton, I owe you an apology too, because I didn't say the Conference of Champions was the best conference of all time. Sorry, Bill Walton. Sorry to the Oregon State Beavers. I ain't picking them though. Tennessee's defense is too good. They ain't shooting 50% in this game because they aren't really a great shooting team in the country in general. Tried it excellently in the tournament, Pac-12 tournament. Aren't going to shoot it that well. Tennessee's defense is swarming. Tennessee score 30 points and lose this game? Absolutely. Will I pick them to? Absolutely not. Defense, Tennessee.
This game's going to come all the way down to the wire, and I know I've been hating on them all season long, but I have to choose the Volunteers here, and I know Matt probably predicted it too, but Tennessee, they are the most talented team. Oregon State snuck their way through it because the Pac-12 has been complete doo-doo this entire season, and that's why, and everyone, I mean, there was no momentum for many of the teams coming except for Oregon State, so they were able to make it. Congrats. Fun story for you guys, but the road ends here.
Alrighty then, let's just keep moving. Or Oklahoma State Liberty. Can I count this for now?
Yeah, I'm not saying like.
All right, I think I'm clear for takeoff. 3, 2, 1. Oklahoma State. All right, thank you. Trying to keep it moving. I can count this one down too because Ethan's opinion doesn't matter.
No. I want to rant on one thing. I need to rant. I need some time. Thank you. Syracuse doesn't belong in this tournament. It's ridiculous.
No, they don't.
Not only that, they get an excellent region for themselves. It's ridiculous. They won one quad one game, which is a home game against the top 30, a neutral sited game against the top 50, and an away game at the top 75. You know what their quad one win was? At 73. And not only that, it was NC State. Not only that, NC State was without their best player that day. That got him in the tournament. That is ridiculous. The selection committee, what does Boeheim have on them? They don't belong in this tournament. It's ridiculous. It's a shame, crime against humanity that this awful school gets in our excellent tournament. It's a shame. I hope they lose. I kind of think they win, but I hope they lose. And I hope they lose more than I kind of think they win. Aztecs, please, for America. Brian Dutcher for America. Matt Mitchell, America. Jackal, we're all counting on you. Win this game.
This is coming from a Georgetown fan. Doesn't matter. You know how much I love San Diego State. This doesn't change anything. Aztecs, baby.
No, nothing else.
Okay, I can't.
I love the Aztecs.
Yeah, I can't count down here. But I should, but I won't.
They can.
I can't because somebody decided to grow a pair, and I needed an upset because I love Belmont. You guys know.
Texas.
Belmont, honestly, Belmont should be in here over Syracuse. Can we make that clear? Thank you. Okay, now let's get on to the actual serious business. The team that kicked their ass is Morehead State. They did it multiple times and they just once. Morehead State is a very good program. West Virginia does not come in here looking too pretty. It's not going to happen, but I am taking a miracle upset. Nobody will join me here, which is okay, but I will take Morehead State. It is in all my brackets. It is my big time upset. It is my miracle. I like having one every year, and this is the Belmont Slayer, and I also think they become the West Virginia Slayers as well. But alas, it won't matter. Michael and Ethan, go for it.
First of all, I want to give you credit. You got Morehead State right. And you're doing the exact same thing I did with North Texas. We got these right. We just want to rub it in a bit. And just, if they win another game, we look like we're geniuses. I mean, yes.
And I also
love the move. But Deuce McBride is a star. Deuce McBride, Derek Culver. I think they take this game. But you know what? Part of me wants to pick Morehead State just for chaos. There's a part of me that really wants to. In the end, I won't, though, because I have West Virginia going pretty far. So.
Yeah, I have West Virginia.
But you know what? If you pick Morehead State, I'll respect it.
Let's use logic here and just pick the guy that has a name by the name of Deuce McBride and sayonara.
You heard it from me here first. Watch my bracket be a lot better than this one. Anyway.
Oh, my bracket's better than this one, too.
Most overrated team in the ACC versus the most confusing team in Big Ten history. So, this is, I mean, honestly, it's true, though. Give me the team that I actually care about. I'll take Rutgers.
Yeah. You go. You keep going. Sorry.
No, I said I hate Clemson so much. That's pretty much it. I just despise them.
Yeah. I've said so many games in this tournament are going to be fun. This one will not be. Watch it. Don't. The final score of this game will probably be 48-45. I mean, it's a game, scrappy game, two defensive-minded teams. Clemson was very good early in the season. I like that team's talent. But you know what? There's a team that I want to win, and that's the only edge I have in this game. Your family, your religion, and Rutgers basketball, baby. Oh, man. Give me the Scarlet Knights. Let's go, Rutgers. New Jersey, stand up. I'm here for you.
The words linger in my ear. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Music to my ears. There you go. Absolutely.
3, 2, 1. Houston Cougars.
Shout out to Des Moines Hodge though.
I do love me some Houston. All right. Why? Why, committee? Why did you do this? Why is this? Why is Loyola an 8 seed? Can we get there? Can we please get there? Can we get to that?
That's fair.
What the hell are you guys doing here? Like, you are a 5 or a 6 seed, and you're sitting here, and this is what you get.
Yeah, that's all.
I can. You know I want to so bad. I can. This frustrates me as a lifelong fan. This is frustrating to me. Give me Illinois. I can't. It's annoying. I will be rooting for Illinois after this point for the rest of the tournament, but I'm not rooting for them here. Not by a long shot. Not a chance.
I have Loyola as a 7 seed, and I think that makes a ton of difference this year because I'd pick them over Alabama, pick them over Houston. I don't know over Iowa, yeah, and I wouldn't pick them over Ohio State, but I'd pick them over 2 and then possibly 3 of the
Pick them over Michigan too. Screw Michigan. Nobody cares.
I would have picked them over Michigan too. I agree. But Io DeSunmu. No other.
I would have taken him over Gonzaga too, but that's another story.
Io DeSunmu. Io.
I will be wearing Rambler shirt all week long.
Trust me.
I got it here.
Rooting for them.
I want to see 2 Missouri Valley teams make an impact. It just won't happen.
Awesome.
It's a shame. I really love Loyola, bottom of my heart, but I don't see it this year. Just not a good year. This is not meant to be. All right, Tennessee and Oklahoma State. This is not hard for me. Please don't make this harder than it has to be. Please. You've got the best player in basketball right now. Cade Cunningham. I love him so much. And the thing is, sure, Garza might be better right now. You're looking at the first pick in the 2021 NBA draft, and this guy's ready. And Tennessee is so bad. Like, I don't really care what happens here. Like, Tennessee has no business being at the seed that they are. You could flip Tennessee and Loyola, and I close my eyes and be like, okay, like that's fine. Do what you want. Doesn't matter. Oklahoma State. Tennessee's not a 5 seed. They're like a 7 or an 8. That is not a 5 seed. That is not a 5 seed. No, Oklahoma State.
Matt, I think you know exactly who I'm picking. Tennessee's defense is swarming. It is awesome. The problem is they haven't guarded somebody like Cade. This Oklahoma State team should be a 3 seed, and they should be a 3 seed comfortably. The fact that West Virginia is seeded over them is ridiculous. The fact that Texas is seeded over them is ridiculous. I mean, this Oklahoma State team is great. I think I got him for a second. That's really all I wanted to do. I thought he could have gotten down for this one, frankly. Oklahoma State, I love them in this spot. They could make a Final Four. This next team is excellent, but at the end of the day, they win this one comfortably. Oklahoma State.
Good. Good.
No brainer. No brainer.
For a second, did I get you?
We got to speak.
Yeah, you had me, but I wasn't worried because I knew Ethan was going to help me. All right, San Diego State, West Virginia. I'm biased. Don't care. Give me the team that actually has a place in being here. Give me the team that's probably the hottest in college basketball besides Gonzaga and a lot of other teams. Winthrop, and there's a lot, but you get the point. There's a lot of really good teams in college basketball. There is none that is built quite like the Aztecs, and I don't like West Virginia in this tournament. I don't think Deuce McBride is enough. I don't think Derek Culver is enough. That's why I have them losing the first round, and I'll just keep picking against them until they're out. So San Diego State, I have no faith in West Virginia this year at all. From the jump, I have none. Take the Aztecs, please. Somebody.
So here's the thing here. I think this game is very 50-50. If we're in a bracket league with 50 people, I think you take the Aztecs here. I don't think a lot of people will. Thing is, we're picking who we think wins. I think the value pick to take the Aztecs, but Deuce McBride, Derek Culver, San Diego State hasn't played anybody like that. They're a good team. They're a very good team. Don't get me wrong. This game, pretty low scoring, but it'll be really close at the end. But at the end of the day, Deuce McBride. Yep, West Virginia.
Deuce McBride has nothing on this San Diego State team. San Diego State deserved to be able to do it.
Woo!
Tournament last year. We are taking another big run. big move. This is who I have in most of my brackets too, as I have San Diego State making it pretty far. So give me the Aztecs.
Oh,
That's why I hate this bracket so much, because watch what I'm about to do.
under.
3, 2, 1.
Your
Proof
family.
that-
Your
No.
religion. Rutgers
Get out of
basketball.
here. No,
Stop
stop.
I
it.
just wanted to
Stop
say it one more time. I have Houston. I just wanted to say it one more time. I love you, Jimmy V. Rest in peace. Yeah, Houston.
This is my dream scenario if we're walking out of this alive. Loyola, Oregon State, San Diego State, Houston. But if you can get Loyola here in this group of these teams, you got my 3 favorite teams in college basketball all lined up on a silver platter. But Illinois, Oklahoma State, I'm not picking against Illinois at this point. So, I mean, I think they might lose this game. I don't care. I'm taking Illinois.
I think if Oklahoma State was in the region we just did, I think they make the Final Four with ease.
Yeah, agreed.
I love Cade. This game is awesome, by the way. Cade versus Io. Please give us Cade versus Io. I don't care about Matt's wishes. He really wants Cade versus Io. I know him too well, even though I've actually never met him in person. He wants Cade versus Io. I know he does.
Oh, I do. Oh, no. Cade versus Io is the game I want to see and we deserve.
We
But-
deserve Cade versus Io, but at the end of the day, I think those guys are pretty even. But when you look at the supporting cast, Andre Curbelo, Adam Miller, Kofi Coburn, it's just better than what Oklahoma State's running out. This is an awesome game. Oklahoma State could win. If you want to pick Oklahoma State in the Final Four, good pick. I think they're much better than anybody from the bottom of this bracket. If Oklahoma State's in the bottom of this bracket, they're making the Elite Eight comfortably, but they're not.
I ain't feeling that. But, I mean,
They got an awful draw, and I think
everybody in this bracket got an awful draw. Like,
the top half did, the bottom half didn't. The bottom half got a great draw, except Syracuse. Just screw them.
I disagree with
Actually,
you.
no, they got a great draw. Never mind. They got gifted. But screw them still. I don't. That's all. Screw them.
There are like 7 or 8 teams in this bracket that I could give a top 6 seed to, and it'd be fine. Like that's my point. But yeah, Illinois. So second matchup here. Ethan, I'll let you start because you didn't get a chance to go last time.
Yeah, I will stick here with Houston. I know San Diego State's got it, and I just can't go up against Quentin Grimes. I'll keep it quick and short because we're going way too long. So we will.
Yeah, happy midnight in East Coast. So,
I would have took
yeah,
San
I
Diego
mean,
State.
you already you what?
Oh, shoot, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I would have took San Diego State.
You took San Diego State? Oh boy.
I would have.
Oh boy. Well, hey, you can change it.
I can always change it.
Oh boy.
Up
This
to
is
you,
tough.
Matt.
This is tough. There are 2 teams.
Man.
Yeah, these are my
Don't
teams.
shine.
There are 2 teams right here that I love dearly.
Do it, Matt.
This is the matchup I want to see, and I think we will. Really want to see it. I love it. Love them. Due to the craziness that has already unfolded in this bracket, I'll just pile it on. Give me the Aztecs. I don't care. I think San Diego State gets the run they deserve because they know they were screwed last season, and I think that gives them fire. But they get killed. Elite Eight, and they get absolutely slaughtered.
Agreed.
Io and Kofi have something going right now that no other program in college basketball has going for them. And Colbero, that guy is you do not want to line up against that guy on defense ever. Illinois, and I'm confident in that. I'm sorry, San Diego State. I'm happy to see that I'm hoping that they get here. Them or Houston getting to play Illinois, pure bliss, or Loyola, but that's not happening. So pure bliss if any of these teams get here. San Diego State has no chance of surviving this game, though, if it does happen.
Yeah, if it was Illinois or if it was Oklahoma State, the winner of that game is winning this region with ease. With ease.
Well, I don't know.
The
Well,
bottom
if
of
it
this region is
San Diego
weak.
State.
Illinois. And yes, Oklahoma State would beat San Diego State. Illinois.
Oh, yes, they would. They wouldn't be Houston, though.
They would. Easy.
That's a conversation for another day.
It is
But
off camera probably.
most likely. So there you go. This may be the most peculiar bracket I've ever created in my entire life, but as we have fallen to our final 4 teams. We have the Gonzaga Bulldogs, who, with this, are still unbeaten. We have the Florida State Seminoles, who make a stunning run to the tournament 4 seed. You have Baylor, the Baylor Bears, the very balanced roster they get here. And Iowa and Kofi lead Illinois through possibly the toughest bracket in the entire business. They take them to the Final Four. You're going to go quickly. We're trying to we're not finishing by midnight. Okay, too bad. We got 4 games here. 3 games here. Sorry. We have 2 Final Fours and the championship. Let's start with the left side. Gonzaga versus Florida State. I'll keep picking against them at this point because at this point they're not winning a game. So I don't have them going this far. But Gonzaga's not losing to Florida State if that really happens. They're not losing. So give me Gonzaga.
Yeah, Gonzaga matches. Yeah, you see, with all these other teams, I said, Florida State matches up great with them. You know, they match up horribly with a team that starts 2-6-5 guards who are so good at creating their own shot. Gonzaga, easy.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to add because Gonzaga is a championship-worthy team, and they have been since they've been a no-brainer for a very long time. So
yeah, they're not winning the whole thing though. Okay, Baylor versus Illinois. Yeah, balanced rosters win championships, and ultimately that gives my advantage to a team that I don't want to win it, but if they do, I wouldn't be disappointed. Baylor Bears. I'll take them over Illinois. I really like Baylor a lot. I love Illinois. You know how much I love Illinois. Everybody knows. But I wouldn't mind seeing Baylor in this spot. Wouldn't rather have them here. I'd rather have somebody else. But Baylor has the capabilities of going deep into a championship run, and I would be very comfortable seeing that happen. So, Baylor.
With this bracket in general, I think it starts pretty crazy, but I think it ends pretty chalky. And by chalky, I mean the number 1 overall seed plays the number 2 overall seed. This game's great, by the way. But Baylor won this game. It was played in, I think, December. Baylor won by like 15. And, yeah, Kofi Coburn ain't matching up with anybody on Baylor. He can't guard anybody. Baylor.
easy, no-brainer. So these are the 2 teams we've talked about for 18 straight weeks, or even 20 now.
More than that.
And this has been pretty much the same teams as the teams that we've said were all the way up here, and Gonzaga was all the way down, or the rest of them have been all the way down here. So Gonzaga, Baylor, it's your national championship. Who are we picking?
I'll take Baylor. Gonzaga's not winning the whole thing, okay? Gonzaga is not winning this tournament. Gonzaga will not because of lack of experience. I don't believe Gonzaga will get there. I just don't. And Baylor has the most balanced roster in college basketball. That is enough to win a championship. Everybody picks Gonzaga, go for it. I called this 2 years ago, and everybody picked Duke to win the whole damn thing. Picked Michigan State to beat him in the Elite Eight, and they beat him in the Elite Eight, square and shut. Baylor's winning the championship. This is my pick in every bracket. I have Baylor winning everything. I really think this is the team that gets it done. You got everything going. And my score, if we end up doing that, 85-79.
First of all, this is the game America deserves. Crazy early bracket, and then at the end of the day, the 2 best teams are playing for the title. This is exactly what we need at this time. But at the end of the day, man, the slipper still fits. Gonzaga, Spokane, Washington. You have a champion.
Oh boy. I mean, this was the game that we talked about weeks and weeks ago that was supposed to be played, and we would have gotten maybe a little bit more insight into how each team really is. But then thanks to the magic of COVID, we never got to see it, and it sucked.
Yep.
But this is really hard. I've gone back and forth with both of these teams winning it. But in the end, I've seen the number one seed doesn't always win. We've seen with UMBC, and because of that, I have to go with Baylor.
Yes.
Well-rounded.
There we go.
It's a nice bold take, I know, but I think that
Points for
got it,
forfeiting.
and they're finally going to be doing. I know Gonzaga, they had their chance, but I think Baylor's got it. Legitimate pick. That's who we have to win. Throw me some numbers, anybody. I don't care.
I'm gonna say 5-point victory. Make it whatever you want. 5-point victory.
We'll do 85-80 since that was your score earlier. So
Fair.
there we go.
Submit it, baby.
Submit it, and there officially
Yeah.
we have Baylor winning it. So Matt, would you like to take us away?
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. This is gonna be a long one. We have a lot of passion. Somebody more than others. And we take pride in it though, Mike. You're all good.
Oh yeah.
Your
Mean
insight's amazing. Everybody needs it.
Thank you.
Share it to the world, my man. All right. Everybody take care. It's Thursday morning here, which means we got games coming up in like 16 hours. My blood sugar levels are rising as we speak. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Cannot wait. We are rooting for upsets, as you can tell. Somebody's rooting for the Ramblers. Take care. Until then, we'll be here just talking about sports. Take care, everybody. Enjoy.
Go Mean Green.
Yeah.
Peace out.